When the hype dies down, what remains for Bill Belichick? The air is out of the balloons. Imagine the scene. UNC coach Bill Belichick trudged back to the locker room on Monday night after his team suffered a shocking 48-14 defeat to TCU. Meanwhile, TCU's coach, Sonny Dykes, was kept behind for a post-game interview with ESPN's Holly Rowe. Dykes didn't mince words, pointing out the pre-game buzz and how it seemed to overlook his team. "There was a lot of conversation, and none of it was about us," he remarked, clearly aware of the media's focus on Belichick's return to college football. But here's where it gets controversial. If Dykes were running the show at ESPN, he would have played the Belichick angle to the hilt, emphasizing his Super Bowl victories, his history with Tom Brady, and his early days following his father, Steve, who coached at Navy and UNC. They faced a similar situation 2 years ago when Deion Sanders took over at Colorado. TCU lost that match, but this time they were determined to capitalize on the hype. The result was a devastating performance that left Kenan Memorial Stadium half empty by the third quarter. Dykes cleverly turned the media's narrative into motivation for his players, giving them something to prove and a story to remember. The game didn't start poorly for UNC. They took an early 7-0 lead with a touchdown from Caleb Hood. However, the television broadcast quickly shifted to a different world. Instead of cutting to the usual celebratory shots of team owners, ESPN featured UNC legends like Roy Williams and Michael Jordan, along with former Patriots player Randy Moss and Belichick's girlfriend, Jordan Hudson. It was a stark reminder that Belichick's world has changed. And this is the part most people miss. When Belichick addressed the media post-game, the setting was almost comically ironic. Surrounded by blue and white balloons, symbols of the misplaced optimism that had gripped Chapel Hill, Belichick delivered his trademark measured responses. He acknowledged the need for improvement across all aspects of the game and praised TCU's performance. His calm demeanor stood in contrast to the chaotic evening. Belichick's post-game comments, while professional, hinted at a deeper challenge. He mentioned using the time to correct mistakes and prepare for the next game against Charlotte. Some might see this as a rehash of his famous "We're on to Cincinnati" mantra. But the context is vastly different. Back in 2014, after a significant loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, Belichick's "We're on to Cincinnati" signaled a turning point, leading to a 7-game winning streak and a Super Bowl victory. For UNC, the road ahead looks far more daunting. Controversy comment hook. Is Belichick's approach in college football too rigid, or is it just a matter of time before his methods pay off? How does his NFL legacy influence expectations and perceptions in college? Share your thoughts in the comments below. For now, the circus has moved on, leaving behind a 70-player roster of UNC football players still getting to know their 73-year-old coach, and vice versa. The real work begins now, as Belichick aims to build a program and avoid a painful postscript to his illustrious NFL career. Photo: Jared C. Tilton, Getty Images.